Hello, this is a group response to the Leymah Gbowee Unlock the Intelligence, Passion, and Greatness of Girls video. After watching the video, I guess we all have some thoughts that we're going to share about what we felt and discuss them. Yes. When I was watching the video, I just, I had a couple questions come to mind.
I don't know, I was going to go.
One of them was just like, why has respect for women been like so ruined, and why is it so low? Why is there so little respect? I just couldn't think of a good answer, and I think that's kind of proof that it's so wrong to disrespect women and treat them so badly. I don't know. Another thing I was just thinking is like, why are there so many men out there that are just like out to hurt others, especially women? Especially when she kept talking about all the sexual abuse. That's like such an awful thing. And I couldn't believe the politician that was like not opposed to rape. I just can't understand that. I don't know. One thing I think is definitely true is like having a woman like in politics, like of course she's gonna be like really, really careful about protecting women. So I think like a lot of diversity in politics is good. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Along with your question, the whole time I was thinking like, yeah, there is like some of this, like she said, going on in the United States, but we don't see a lot of like what she was talking about. Like there's not 3 of every 10 girls here in the U.S. are pregnant or prostitutes for less than $1 a day at 12 years old. So for me, it's kind of a little bit difficult to relate to the video in that way because I've never really experienced that. And I served a mission, but it's in San Diego, and that's not really in San Diego either. So that was interesting.
Another thing too is it's like, I don't know, a lot of women, it's something in our culture to be like ashamed of if you've had like some kind of a sexual abuse in your past, and that's like really bad.
And it's totally common in there though. Like the girls are just like, yeah, happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like a lot of women probably get abused and they just keep it secret. Nobody knows about it, and people get away with it, and that's just like such an awful thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it could also be that they don't have anybody to go to, or there are no consequences for rape, or maybe there are, but no one's really gonna do anything about it because it's so common. So that can be another thing, a possibility.
I feel like, I don't know, from what I got from the video is like a lot of girls there just don't really feel like they deserve much more than that, just because it's like a lot of places in Africa have a lot of poverty anyway, and like the women are like taking care of children, so they're just, I don't know, they just kind of feel low to start out with, so they might be a little bit more prone to go into prostitution. And I mean, I don't know, it kind of boggles my mind because I'm like, nothing like that has ever happened to me. Like, what is going on? But I mean, it's just a completely different culture, and it's so wrong. I just think that a lot of people, like you said before, a lot of people don't see it as wrong anymore. Like with that politician saying that, wanting to get the rape law taken away, and I'm just, what?
One thing too I kind of picked from the video is it seems like in a lot of the countries she was talking about that are worse than America, they like have this belief that women just aren't as smart. And I feel like here in the States, like a lot of the times I feel like I'm surrounded by students who are way smarter than me and get way better grades than me, and they're women. You know, I feel like I'm surrounded by people who are harder workers, you know, women workers or women students that are like smarter and they study harder. And
It's just a different culture. Like, I don't know, it's hard to picture that it could be that different, but girls here have grown up trying to be a lot more empowered than girls in Africa have. Like, the empowerment movement is just starting for girls, it sounds like, in Africa, and it's been going on forever here. Like, I don't know, girls all the time, even in church, and young women are like, you can do anything, you can be anything you want, and they just are trying so hard to get girls to be empowered. And I'm like, how did it get to the point where girls didn't feel empowered in the first place? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Like when you grow up a certain way and that's all you know, then that's what you're going to do. So here, all we know is education, and everybody is kind of wants to be equal or needs to be equal, and that's why, you know, throughout the years, there's more women now graduating college, getting their own education. But in other countries, I feel like all they know is women or mothers, women take care of the home, and that's all they do, and that's how it's been for years. That's how it's going to continue if there's nobody like Leymah here to change that and to stand up for women's rights.
Like, I definitely didn't, I don't know, some people I think feel kind of threatened. I think a lot of men can feel threatened when people start talking about women's rights. And like, watching her, like, she's just so, like, she's such an awesome lady, and she's so respectable and like so confident, and it just like feels right hearing her talk. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're right about, like, especially the people in her government that are like scared of women, I guess. But I think that comes with like any kind of minority or something that's attempting to kind of get more, raise up a little bit. Everybody's like, no, I feel superior to you. Like, you can't stop me. But
Yeah, whether you realize it or not, like, you kind of, it makes you uncomfortable. I think it makes a lot of people uncomfortable when they're not like a minority
yeah,
to see like equality. I don't know, I think they're afraid of, I don't know.
I think it's really good that like she's so dedicated in the equality movement in Africa, and it sounds like it's already impacting a lot more girls than it would have if it hadn't even happened in the first place. A lot more girls are listening, and a lot more girls are like coming to light, like, wait, I have a choice to do this. It's not just all about sex or something. Like, and they are providing a lot more ways for girls to become educated and, like you said, to get in higher political standings and to make bigger names for themselves and become more confident all around. So,
All right. I think, does anybody else have any other thoughts?
I think that about wraps it up.
Okay.
thank you.